All right, this is Joe Palone from Behind the Cheese from my another post on Sunday, November 5, 2023. The Rams are in Green Bay today. The Packers are on a four-game slide. The Rams are 3-5. The Packers are 2-5. Of course, back me to win, as you always hear me say. But this take is more on our GM. A lot of people are giving our GM Brian Gutekunst a lot of grief of what's going on with the Packers. I don't agree with all the naysayers. If we just take a moment and look back and be patient and think about where we were in 2018. I remember a game 2018, the last game of the year against the Lions. Packers were blown out 31 to nothing. That year they finished 6-9-1. Rodgers was knocked out of that last game by a concussion. The year before, Ted Thompson was kind of still running the team, the great Ted Thompson and the late great Ted Thompson, and the Packers were 7-9. So they were from a 2016 championship game loss to the Falcons to 2017 7-9. Rodgers was hurt that year, most of the year. To 2018, they went 6-9-1. Last game of the year was brutal. I remember going to the barn to watch the game, and the Packers lost 31 to nothing. Rodgers tried to play, tried to be a leader that year. I remember, and was knocked out of that last game. It was terrible. Well, the coach of the Lions is long gone, although they've turned it around now with Dan Campbell. It was Mike Patricia from the Patriots. Packers were blown out, and I was miserable. I remember 31 to nothing. I hadn't seen a bad Packer team at that point in so long. Well, they fired McCarthy. And I think he had been fired 3 or 4 games before. And Joe Philbin was our coach, for an interim coach for those 4 games. But after the season, Gutekunst hired Matt LaFleur. Rodgers was rejuvenated. The Packers went to a championship game in 19 to lose to the Niners. Then they went to another championship game and lost to the Bucks during COVID season, 2020. And they were a play away from another championship game in 2021 when the Niners beat us again at Lambeau. Horrible, horrible losses. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they were pleasant days, because they weren't. But the Packers were 2 championship games and almost a third, which I believe they should have been. And then unfortunately, we're going 3 years later. Rodgers gets older. The whole situation with Rodgers and not wanting to be a Packer and coming out against the GM, and they don't treat the Packer people well and the Packer players well for what they've done. His emotional case. And then the Packers go in 2022 8-9. Had a slide of a 5-game losing streak. We're kind of turning around a little bit. Defense started getting it together, and they had a chance to win it in the last game against Lions, and unfortunately lost. Trust me, I'm as diehard as they come. As you can notice, my Green Bay Packer ball, but I just hit my page of Behind the Cheese. I'm sorry, my YouTube page of Behind the Cheese. Everybody knows that met me. I am a diehard Packer fan since 3 years old. Okay, so we are 48 years into this. I hate to lose. I do not like what's going on with Green Bay. But I think we got to give Brian Gutekunst patience. The whole team is disjointed right now, as I said last week. Let's give Love a little bit of time. We got 10 games. He did say he's got 10 games to show what he's got, but everybody's got to help out. So we'll see where we go from here. I guess the key thing was just to be patient. Brian Gutekunst, I believe, is a great general manager. I say good, but I think he's a great general manager. Packers were close to 3 Super Bowls. Okay, as much as you don't want to believe that. The guy's been doing it since 1996. He's been a scout. He knows what he's doing. So go Pack go. I'm not just sitting here just being just a positive Packer fan. Hold on, you see my hat? Yeah, there's my hat. Sorry, I'm moving, but give it a chance. Okay, go Pack go. We will see what goes on from here. Packers again. Let's try to get a win against the Rams today. Also want to give you a little update on my diet. I'm down to 167.8 from 191 on September 18th, and now we are November 5, day 50, and I've lost almost 24 pounds. Here we go. Go Pack go.